Before we get started with everything we've got to catch you guys up with today, I just wanted to say a massive thank you. You guys have been so supportive since we got to Zimbabwe, and this is actually our 15th episode from this series, which feels kind of crazy. We've also realized that 55% of you are watching this on your TVs, which is kind of cool. It means we're on TV. Love that. However, you might not know how to subscribe to our channel. It is completely free and it just makes it easier for you to find our videos, and all you got to do is take your phone out of your pocket right now and open the camera. Scan this QR code. Just point your phone at it and it will pop up with a little box that'll take you to our channel page where you can very easily click subscribe. For us, it's not necessarily about the numbers, but the numbers definitely help. It helps us work with some of our favorite brands and it helps us keep going with this project, and we really, really appreciate your support. You might be surprised to hear that 35% of you that watch our videos regularly are not yet subscribed. Now, John and I have a little personal goal this year to get this channel to 250,000 subscribers. So please do have a go. Scan the QR code, subscribe if you haven't already. Now, should we get on with everything we've got to tell you about this week? It's a pretty epic episode. Good morning, you lovely bunch, and a very, very warm welcome back. You find me looking for the very first time at our deck.
What an episode last episode was, hey? So much hard work went into laying that concrete slab here.
As the guys finished putting all the rubble in here, they put gravel, then they did a huge load of cement mixing and concrete making, and look at that, we have a finished platform.
Today's the day. We're going to take down all of this woodwork here and start working a little bit more on making this house that's already looking like a house look more like a house. We're going to be looking for the right wood to do the banister.
What on earth are you up to this morning, my love?
I'm making steps.
Steps!
Yeah.
Yes, that is exciting.
Okay, yeah, so the plan is we've got these pieces of rebar sticking up out of the concrete. When we put the concrete slab in, I stuck some rebar quite deep into that rock there. And the idea behind that is that we can attach wooden posts from them to put a banister across the front here. I don't have any wood at the moment, so we're going to have to go into town and find some wood. And hopefully that won't take too long. You guys all know I absolutely love wood and to work with wood. So being able to do something out of wood finally after working so long with cement and stone, really looking forward to that. The electrician also did some work. The last time he was here, you can see he's been chasing out a few bits and pieces in the wall. He'll be back today, I think, just to finish off wiring. So then we can start rendering the walls, making them look good. And then of course we've got the safe to put in the floor and the floor to put down. So it's going to be a really, really busy day. So you guys are standing in the doorway looking down onto the terrace that we've just put into place and the rock where the staircase is going to go. I've just marked out with my feet a rough idea of what kind of thing we're going to be looking at building here. We're going to need a sort of a terrace step here that's high enough to make sure you don't feel like you're going to drop. And that step also needs to be high enough so that we're not tripping over a door and we can reach the door handle that looks normal. So do we need to make the first step the same height as the door, or would it be okay if we made the first step just slightly lower than the door, say around about here? Yeah, that's going to be a really tricky question. I think let's start mixing some concrete and see where we get up to and work it out as we go along, which we're pretty famous for here in the Newbys, making stuff up as we go along. But what we've done, making stuff up as we've been going along, it's starting to look like a really, really cool tiny house. pretty tricky because we're not building with level bricks or building anything that's level at all. Just trying to make stuff work so that they are good and solid. That's not easy though. So I'm doing that 20 centimeters high. The average step height is between 17 and 20 centimeters. I'm doing them 20 centimeters because I'm aiming for an 18 centimeter high step, but we're going to be putting tiles, I think, on this deck here that are 2 centimeters, 1.5 centimeters tall. So that, I mean, this step will end up actually being 18 centimeters.
What are you going to do to make this reach that height?
Build blocks up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a heck of a step, you know.
It is a heck, isn't it?
There's a lot of work there, but then we chose to build on top of a rock. You know, what do we expect, I suppose, would be the...
You know what we could have done, love?
What?
Is just had the entrance only from the secret garden, not 2 doors.
We could
So
have
you just
done...
had to walk around and in.
Yeah, I haven't ever thought about that, but, you know, now you say it, I think we needed that door there, you know. It's just nice to have a front entrance because we'll have a path leading through the lawn, remember?
Yeah.
Up to here. You know, if the boys are having a good old scrap on the lawn, for example, we're going to want an easy, fast exit to go and split them up. Not that they ever do that, but, you know, I can see boys getting a bit older. If you're a boy mum, you'll probably know what I mean, or a boy dad, you'll probably know what I mean by that. Boys are best mates most of the time, but when you've got my dinosaur, that's it, I've had enough. So good to be able to have a quick exit, just in case the boys are having a little bit of a to-do. When it's all done, we'll go around with a wire brush. In Portugal, what they're doing is they're sandblasting all the stone to get the cement bits off, but here we'll have a wire brush. We don't have sandblaster, and we'll just clean up all the stonework around here. Okay, so we've got a basic shape of a step. We've got a nice round curve there. It's very nice. I'm happy with that. Let me just chuck that in there. A little bit more. How would you do it, Coffee? Would you put drill rebar into the rock, or do you think it's enough we'd use that wire? We could use this and put it there. Okay. Let's bend it. That's great, isn't it? That's really going to work well, I think. We'll do that really nicely. Okay, let's get some bricks so we can get that locked in place at the top. Would we make it longer like that, do you think?
Maybe one longer.
Yeah, well, the original idea was to bring the steps out to here, right?
Yeah. There's not so much that width, it's this width, the distance from the building to the edge of the first step.
Yeah, well, that first step will be like this.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
To this height.
Yeah.
Then. So that's kind of my idea. We build up now one more step. So it's a smaller step.
Yeah.
17 centimeters.
And it'll be flush with that little wall that's there now, because it is narrow.
Yeah.
But it also looks alarmingly narrow now because after it there's a huge drop off, which will obviously be gone. So
that'll obviously be gone because we'll be building out
nice
here.
Big platform.
There'll be a platform like that.
Yeah.
Let me just try and show you what I mean. The platform will be like that.
Mm-hmm.
All the way round, and there'll just be a small step there in front of the door.
Okay, cool. Yeah, nice.
Okay.
And then there's going to be a really long, gentle staircase all the way down, right?
Yeah.
Like the grandest thing about our modest little tiny house, my love, will be the staircase.
Maybe. Honestly, I feel like a mountain goat.
just spotted our friends the monkeys in the trees around us munching on something. So they've nicked something from somebody. We had so many comments when I started planting our little food forest about monkeys and fruit trees, and we recognise that there's going to be a moment of conflict, but we are ready for it and we will handle it when we get there. There's all sorts of solutions that we can come up with. My ideal solution is that we can kind of share a little bit, you know, and all live peaceably amongst each other.
So there you go. We've got a step. It'll be 1 step, 2 step terrace, 1 step onto this that's going further out. Everybody's starting to see it now, aren't you? And then from here, steps down like that.
Got it.
Good.
Well done.
That took a lot of thinking, that did.
I bet. I'm guessing this is going to be quite a slow process because you're going to need to stop and wait for stuff to set before you go too high, etc., right?
Yeah, it's not going to be fast anyway.
Do you ever just want to say something like mais cimento?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Hey, Joao. Good. I need tape measure.
Darling, you found it so much easier to find tape measures since we got to Zim, and I'm not sure if it's because the boys have gone to school. I don't think it is. Or just because you don't have a knock garage.
That's true. 160. Yeah, okay, good.
Are you going to backfill between those two walls?
Yeah. Load of concrete going in there. I also tidied up the top. It was concrete down like that.
Oh, right.
I took it out and put bricks there. Do we need to put it up a little bit higher like that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put another row in. Gosh, if Daniel could see me now, eh? Daniel works on the house in Portugal, Coffee.
Yeah.
He's the bricklayer.
That is some strong Zimbabwean making a plan there, Coffee.
Yeah. Coffee, how much does a 1,000 farm bricks cost?
So far it's 35 to 40 euros.
35 to 40 euros. So that's what we're building out of before. I've touched on this before previously in different episodes, but we're building out of farm bricks at the moment. Farm bricks are clay bricks. They're not fired as hot as a normal brick you'd find in the UK. They are fired colder, so they're not as strong. They're not as hard as a normal brick that you'd find, but they are very, very handy, and they do last long enough. You know, they last a long time. So if we'd have built the tiny house out of standard bricks, it would have cost us probably 10 times more, you know, considerably more. So once it's rendered, it won't make too much difference over the long term anyway. I think what we'll do is we'll wait for all of that just to dry a little bit before we start messing around too much with it. Good.
Looks natural. It's a natural line.
Is that your way of saying
It's not straight, but it's a natural line.
It's a natural line, eh? Wire, wire, wire. Okay, I got to go get the boys. It's my turn to pick them up. Do you want to just finish that for me?
I can just go fetch the boys.
And I'll be back shortly. Yeah.
Why didn't I just go fetch the boys, Lovey? You can carry on.
Oh, I feel bad about that.
It's up to you.
Okay, you go get the boys.
Okay.
I'll carry on.
Alrighty. See you just now.
See you just now.
Shame. So the boys asked this morning, please can Dad pick us up? Mum, you can drop us off and Dad can pick us up. Which I was really hoping was going to happen. But wet cement and a tricky build often will mean that things don't work out the way that you hope they do, you know? And that's really hard as a parent. And I'm sure if you're a parent, you can relate. You always want to be able to do exactly what your kids want you to be able to do. And sometimes you just can't. But anyway, we'll make up for it. We will make up for it. And please don't fret about me filming while I'm driving. I'm literally on our little dirt track. There's nobody here. And I will put my seatbelt on shortly before we get on the main road. So fear not, everybody. I'm not taking safety lightly, I promise.
There's a lot of building going on today, isn't there? Different projects, different things, everything's starting to come together. Tara and I, in the evenings, we've been tuning into Gordon Ramsay. He's got a documentary out on Netflix at the moment. The only reason we can get to watch that, though, is because we have taken Surfshark with us. And that's because Surfshark is a VPN that allows you to move your location of your IP address. So the internet can think that you're sat in Portugal watching TV when you're actually sat in Zimbabwe. We've also got some friends joining us here in Zimbabwe fairly soon, and I know for sure our Portuguese friends were a bit nervous about using Wi-Fi connections when they were going through different airports on the way here. So they'll be using their VPN to make sure that they're protected, because what Surfshark does really well is encrypt all of your data whilst you're surfing the internet. If you don't already have a Surfshark subscription, get one. Go to surfshark.com/TheNewbys and use our code TheNewbys to get 4 extra months for free. There's also amazingly a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you don't find it particularly useful, cancel, no charge. I think you definitely would though. We wouldn't live without it. Right, let's get back to building.
Love the decor, my darling.
Yeah, suntan lotion and paper necklaces from school.
Perfect, isn't it?
Love it. I could just hang out with my very macho, strong builder mates. Bruce's back from school, straight to work.
And everybody, here comes the big muscle.
Whoa! Is that one heavy?
More back and forwards, back and forwards. Let's go.
I think we got enough. Is that all of it?
No, there's more.
There's more.
So these bags of stones that the guys have just filled up and we've driven up post the school run are for putting a layer on the crushed hardcore that the guys laid on the floor of the cottage.
Yeah. And so then after we've put the gravel down,
we'll be putting the concrete.
Rebar, yeah.
Rebar and then concrete.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a floor. And then the terracotta tiles.
Most excitingly, we'll have a...
It's my mum.
Okay. Mum can wait. Most excitingly, we'll have a safe in the floor.
We will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's lots to do this afternoon. Do you think that's all happening this afternoon?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
No, well, no, probably not the concrete.
Not the concrete. Okay, the gravel. Oh, look at that. That's a praying mantis nest.
What is truly extraordinary about what's going on behind me is that nobody said, hey, boys, go and help the fellas pick up the gravel sacks. Nobody said, could you do that, boys? Or why don't you do it? There's not even been a hint of a suggestion. The boys have literally just jumped on the back of the truck and said, yeah, let's do that. It looks like fun. And that's exactly what they're doing. I have no idea where they've got that from. Makes me feel really proud, though. You're holding on tight. Well done. Good boy.
Obi's on tails. Dad, look at Obi.
I see. Look at Obi.
So how's it going, love? What you been up to?
I think I'm as high as I can go, really, without building more.
Okay.
See what I mean? And I need to be able to
Use
just
that.
let that cure
Yeah.
and set for a little while before I start building more.
Okay.
So I was thinking about going into town and looking for some wood so we can have a go at the banister.
Cool. Maybe I can try pick up my pottery again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
Well, let's do that.
What did John think of your stairs?
Just commenting, the stairs is fine now. And the view, those steps, they are coming. So we've got the highlights now to see where are we going.
Good. So he's done a good job, John.
Yes, very good job.
What
The
have
boys
they
reckon
found?
they found a pineapple plant.
I think they might have done.
Is that because you guys are digging in the compost?
Nobody can hear what they're saying.
No, I know, because you got the mics on.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was something about finding exploding pineapples in amongst the cactuses.
Yeah. Okay, so we've made a plan, John and I think that I'll give it another hour or two. Let's go into town, see if we can find some wood. But before we finish for the evening, we stick a whole bunch of concrete in here, concrete mix in the very bottom. And then tomorrow we can come back and hopefully we can start working on the very top bit here and start getting the steps to go downstairs.
Cool.
Right.
Can I go shopping while you get wood?
Let's see whether the guy's got it. Look, Treadmark Timbers.
Look at that cool dress. Leopard print.
The guy's got cement.
Look at it all.
Yeah. So the markets around these parts sell everything.
Oh my gosh, and the secondhand clothes is so much fun. We're really lucky here to have a little town nearby that has pretty much everything we need, and you can imagine how chuffed John was to discover a few local sawmills that provide a pretty good selection of timber. Dealing with small businesses like this allows us to get to know our community better, and I have no doubt that we will become regulars in these parts. While we were out doing that, Coffee and the guys carried on with the cement mixing and the concreting, getting us ever closer to having this place finished.
Things I'm missing about Portugal a lot at the moment is my tools. I'm really missing just going to the knot garage and picking out a tool and just getting on with it, you know? It's really sad. Well, not sad, but it's just a bit frustrating. Like right now, I'm missing my speed square. When we bought these pieces of wood from the sawmill, you'll have noticed that they weren't cut very well. In fact, just cut with a little chainsaw. So what I've got to do now is just make sure that we get a nice square top at the very least to put the banister on. And the question is, how tall do we want that to be, that banister? Yeah, too tall. Maybe it needs to be like that high, because it's going to have...
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So the first pole has gone in really, really easily. Very, very strong because we're very close to a rock. This rock over here, well, it's not going to be too much of a help. So I'm going to have to work something a little bit different out there. Importantly though, we're going to want the base of this to be really tight to help it strengthen. So I'm going to put a nice point on this. So act as a bit of a nail. So I can hammer the piece of wood onto the nail and hold it tighter in position. That one's very strong. That one's sort of strong. I think we're going to need to do something more with that pole.
What are you worried about? It's that somebody leans on it and falls over.
Yeah,
I
that's
think you'll be fine. Love.
strong. I mean, nobody's going to push it over.
I think you're fine.
Let's put it together and have a look
Yeah.
how strong it is when it's all together.
It doesn't need to withstand the force of like somebody running up against it, does it?
Aha, you say that, but it does need to withstand the force of Hercules Crusoe and the Kraken Sawyer.
They've just got to be told, don't throw your weight against the banister.
But I like it when you can throw your weight against stuff, you know? It feels...
They can, love. It's going to be fine.
I like it. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a good idea. So John's just suggested that John leaves that top one a bit longer and puts a piece of rebar down and into the
Here.
rock.
That's definitely going to shore it up, isn't it? Just going to flip that over a bit there, John. And now I'm going to cut that at an angle the other end. Yeah, you're right, John. I think we need that, don't we? Let's just stick this one in. Sorry, 77 and a half. 1 centimetre too wide this side. Darling, do you want to just stand back and have a look and see if you can tell that there's a centimetre difference?
Sure thing.
Isn't
Darling,
it?
can you just cut the tree down because I can't actually see.
Right. That's handy. That's exactly it.
However, if I come this way,
Too late.
it looks fine.
Too late.
Okay, so here's my thinking on this banister. Right now, love, it looks a little bit boxy and a little bit high.
Yeah.
And it's not a big drop. What is that, a metre? You know, we're not trying to save somebody from falling from a 6th floor balcony, are we?
No, that's true.
It's a very, very small drop. In fact,
Okay.
the boys can manage that drop, no problem.
Okay.
So basically, what this banister needs to achieve is aesthetics
Okay.
rather than safety.
Okay, let's put another stick in here. Chop these ones short. Struggle to get that out.
I think it's right though, love. It's too high.
Okay.
Because you want to sit on that brand and be able to see over the banister, not be
Right.
looking at a banister.
John and I did talk about that, but then we were like, then I was specifically like, no, it doesn't matter. Okay.
You could keep that there as a decoration.
Thanks, darling. Yeah. Let's do that. Split would split. Split the wood, split the wood, split the wood, split the wood, split the wood. There we go. We shall forever have a memory of mistake embedded in that wall.
Or just me being right again.
Yeah, that way round.
Oh no, do you know what, love?
It's too low.
I think it's too low.
Let's try.
Exactly, Coffee.
Dear. Moment of truth. Was she
Moment of
right?
truth.
Much better, love.
That is a lot better, isn't
much,
it?
much better, yeah.
Oh, I'm getting excited. Hey, now it's the easy bits. More, more. Yeah. Let's just check that this is level, Coffee. Where are we going to put, where do I cut that now? The
I would leave
banister.
it where it is and just round off the end. It kind of looks
No,
nice.
it's too far.
Is
Am I
it?
cutting it here?
No,
Here.
no, where
What?
it is. It looks nice.
It doesn't look nice.
I like it.
I think it needs to go here, because then it looks nicer.
No, it will look weird, love, because there'll be a gap. That like closes up that gap along the rock.
So far, it closes this gap.
Yeah.
This bit here,
Why must you cut it?
because it's too long, it looks daft.
I think it looks
Okay.
nice.
Maybe there, not here.
No. Donnie, it's 2 against 1 as well. It's not just your wife that's right this time as well, it's also your partner in crime.
Better?
Did that scratch the itch?
Not even nearly enough.
No, love, stop cutting it. It will look funny. I promise. If you just round off that edge with a sander, it'll look really nice.
So we've got a really strong structure coming together here now, in part because we've made it slightly shorter and there's less leverage to push on it, but also because we've got a lot of rebar and it's all knocked together nicely. Every single piece that we add to it now is just going to add to that strength, and then hopefully when it's finished we'll be able to have a rhino for tea.
Is it nice to be building out of wood, my love?
Yeah, I'm really liking it a lot more than stone. You know, well, actually, I mean, it's very creative stone, isn't it? But when the opportunity to build out of wood comes along, I'm definitely pretty excited. You know, first in line, so to speak. So we bought a really cheap compressor. Let's see whether it's any good.
Claims to be silent and oil-free.
Does it? Well, it's definitely very silent because nothing's happening. Is there an on-off button? Coffee. Now here's a question for you, darling.
Tell me.
Slats, tuk, 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 or crosses?
Crosses.
What? Really?
Yes.
Gosh.
My love, I think what you really need to realise is that this is my project that I dictate and you just need to do what I say because I'm always right.
Always right, yeah.
100% crosses.
The thing about the cross though is that it's not going to be as strong. You know, we do have at least one little rhino running around, don't we?
Both. 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so do the slats then.
I think I'm in
But
favour
the
of that.
crosses will do look better.
We can swap them out if we want to when the boys leave home. All right, coffee.
Don't
let's
talk about that, you make me cry.
have a go. Yeah. Okay. Next, the coffee. 2 nails in each.
All right, you lovely bunch. Thank you so much once again for spending your time with us. It truly means the world and we are just loving sharing this new project and this new place with all of you. Please remember to check if you're subscribed to our channel if you're not already. And what I'll do is I'm going to link. Have you got any ideas for a video to link at the end, love?
Oh yeah, well, who wants to go and watch one of our old videos that we filmed in Africa a long time ago?
Oh, that'd be fun. Cool. We'll link that for you guys at the end of this episode. So if you're wanting to spend a bit more time with us, which we would love, you can head off and have a watch of that. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. John and Coffee are going to finish off that banister. The guys are going to finish the floor today. So tune in next time because I'm pretty sure things are going to be getting really exciting. We've also left Batsirai, our thatcher, looking for grass. So fingers crossed he's going to find it. And there's lots going to happen, isn't there?
Lots.
Thanks,
yeah.
guys. Let us know what you think. We'll be in the comments chatting to you and we'll see you all soon. Thank you so much.
Catch
Ciao
you
for
later,
now.
dudes.